This is my untested theory of designing for neuroinclusion. It has 5 tenets. The first one is sensory wellness. That is a big part of this. When you were looking at your photos of places of respite, many of you were describing the sensory experience of that space. But that is not all that the neurodivergent experience is. It's a huge part of it. But we also need to talk about social balance. We need to talk about predictability and clarity. How easily can someone achieve their routine and understand the space? Is the space legible? Can I understand what I'm supposed to do in a space? That's not really a sensory thing, but it is a design thing. Safety and security, that is particularly important when we are thinking about vulnerable populations, especially individuals who have conditions like profound autism. That's where we have to really reorient ourselves to the clinical model, because there are conditions that we do need to be thinking particularly intentionally and narrowed in on. Safety and security is really important for those populations, both in acute care and in the workplace or in schools. And then finally, flexibility and adaptability. Not just whether you can turn on and off your task light, but whether your entire workflow is adaptive to your needs and can flex throughout the course of the day. It is not just design strategy. All of you, as partners in the design process, also have a responsibility to understand, just like the Abecedarian project did, that there are policies that go hand in hand with the built environment. I could build you the coolest, neurodivergent person haven. But if I wasn't allowed to go in it during the course of my workday, then that wouldn't be a very neuro-inclusive place, would it? If I had to make sure that I was super quiet while I was in there, that also wouldn't be very neuro-inclusive. So it's your responsibility as designers to make sure that as you're advocating for these design solutions, you are also advocating for the change management that has to occur to make this happen.